Welcome, welcome. Give me a quick sec. Okay, mic is on. Welcome. It's always a problem with some of these games. Whenever you run them windowed, I don't know what happens to. I don't know why. Well, some of them don't. Their audio doesn't run when they run windowed. And currently, I'm not running a 2-monitor setup, so I'm running everything windowed so that I can, you know, alt tab easier in between things. So anyway, since our last Tyranny stream, I did manage to actually take over my first spire, and after it took that fight took like an hour's worth of reloading, and I didn't make it until I gave Barrick a 2-handed sword, and I updated spells, and I actually made new spells for Lantry. I think I also had some surprise health potions from the Paradox account. So if you log in with your Paradox account, every time you start the game, you get like a potion. No, not every time. Every new day you boot up the game, you get like a new potion. But I did it, so I did that. And I also had my first meeting with Tunan. And we're still doing Rebel. With a Rebel EL. That's what we're doing. And now I'm after that... that part, I need to create my own Rebel Alliance and at the same time do research on the Archons and see who was the bigger a-hole, basically. As you approach the entrance to Lethian's Crossing, which I found out yesterday, Lethian was, as per the Matriarchal Society of Terratus, a lady merchant. You see two figures talking intently with each other. The woman points north as she talks. I don't know if we can afford to stay here. The region is too unstable, and our business is suffering because of it. If I have to pay one more toll or hand over more guard money, I won't have two rings to rub together. But where will we go? There isn't a single place in the tiers that's safe. That's true. The tiers have been under lots of battle, and I just took over Ascension Hall. The rest of the region of the tiers is still under contention. The woman stops speaking when she sees you. Her face pales. Fatebinder, you've returned. She bows quickly, then shifts uncomfortably, staring at you. Am I making you nervous? No. The word comes out as a shout. No! And she jumps a little. She looks down for a moment, regaining her composure. No, her voice has a measured cadence as she speaks. I just never expected to find myself in front of the Fatebinder. Welcome back to Lethian's Crossing. Who are you? Me? Oh, Fatebinder, I'm simply a humble merchant, and certainly of no consequence. My assistant and I were just trying to determine where we should go next. Conducting business in Lethian's Crossing has become a little too volatile for my liking. What seems to be the issue? Before, I would have said it was the disfavored with their infinite list of rules, dour personalities, and strict leader. Yeah, I've been around here once already and killed the disfavored garrison. But after your recent restructuring of power, that's not as much of an issue. She clears her throat, nervously glancing around. Either way, it's too dangerous here, so I'm looking for a new place to ply my trade. I'll leave you be. What's this? Is this a... Dog wolf? Hey, you're a dog. Hey, doggo. Very pointy ears for a dog. Ah, Harchi and Bronze. What a proper name. Ah, Fatebinder. Come to stock up, I see. Can you tell me anything about this seal? I found it in Vendrian's well. Let's take a look, shall we? Harchian takes the seal and turns it over. When he's past the insignia, he quickly deposits it back in your hand and wipes his palms clean like something like this, I imagine. Where did you get that? It came from a merchant caravan that was ransacked. Suspected as much, he mumbles and worries his brow. So far off the normal trading routes, but why there? Why then and why now? Maybe you could start by telling me about the merchants, bro. Here he focuses on you and nods. Of course, the sigil belongs to the Handover Quill Merchant Company. His lips tighten to form a violent pucker. Tell me more about the Handover Quill. They were once a powerful trade organization that, well, he cups his mouth and glances around. Let's just say that you didn't want to get between them and a contract. What with Tunan's new laws in the bastard city, the Quill slunk into the shadows of Kairos' authority, trying to keep a lower profile. If you are involved in any of their dealings, stay far away. A shipment of iron and weapons went missing. It was found with this seal in a house in Echo Call Crossing. He strokes the shadow of beard growth under his chin. I know that feel, bro. Suspicious, I agree, but war always has its little problems. He waves a dismissal. It doesn't add up. Now, if we can return to the subject of my wares, he smiles and readies to show you some fancy bauble. The weapons were meant for the disfavored, and the Vendrian Guard suddenly had iron weapons. The Vendrian Guard, Harchiand, I guess? Yeah. Drums his fingers on his mouth and considers. Well, this changes things, I suppose. Changes things? What does Handover Quill have to do with the Vendrian Guard? Hey, Cesar, welcome. First things first, Harchian clears his throat. This will come at a price. If something's unfortunate took place and my connection were traced back to me, the consequences would be costly. And here we have an athletics check. Have you considered that shaking me down could be even more costly, which is fun? And then there's subterfuge. You know, I'm shocked to find an honest merchant like you engaging in illicit trade. And I don't know if I should go with the... I like the subterfuge one, because the subterfuge one is much more my style. And it reminds me of that line from Casablanca when it was, I'm shocked there is illegal activities happening in this bar. His complexion loses some color. Illicit? Whatever do you mean? Gestures to his wares. The bottle, essence of mesenberries, a deadly poison. What bottle? Harchian turns, pulling at the end of his beard. He tries to follow the direction of your gesture. There's no... Then confusion clears, replaced by stark understanding. Of course, there is a bottle, and after you tell the authorities that I must have stashed or destroyed it, then it's your word against mine. Am I correct? Full break there. I am the authorities. They don't know that yet, but I am the only authority around. Most perceptive of you. Occupational hazard. The merchant lets out a heavy sigh. I should be used to it by now. I have lost a head, well, because I give it to him. If you breathe a word of this to anyone, I will denounce you for the liar that you are. But, again, that wouldn't matter. I'm a Fatebinder of Tunan. He looks around to make sure there are no settlers close enough to overhear what is being said. I received instructions from Fifth Eye to use Handover Quill to deliver iron weapons to Vendrian's Well Citadel. I don't question my orders, I just follow through. I don't know anything else, and that's the truth. So, Fifth Eye was the Scarlet Chorus dude the dude this is Tyranny, the first spire. So that guy employed this guy to move iron weapon shipments that should have gotten to the disfavored and basically arm the resistance fighters, the Vendrian one. And this is part of the overall Trial of the Archons, in which I find information about how much Ash and Nerat have been fucking with each other. How are you doing, Cesar? That's refreshing. Good day to you. Okay, Melita Doma. Also, Melita is a... Isn't that a brand for of coffee making machines? Pretty sure it is. Sorry, Fatebander. Bane have been spotted in growing numbers recently, so Eldian has asked us to seal the old walls. Okay, gotta talk to Eldian. Forgebound apprentices. Yeah. Let me know how my my voice level compared to the game sound is, because it's hard to control. You're still at work till the midnight. Okay, cool. Well, you know, I've been way worse. My latest Tyranny video has been bombing extensively, but that's not stopping me from streaming it at least once more. Zdenia turns and approaches you, her lithe body moving fluidly as she walks. Oh, she is the Forge Master here. She stops before you, her stance solid and sure, but you see she is standing lightly on her feet, ready to move if necessary. She never takes her eyes off of you, but you know she is acutely aware of her surroundings. Ooh. Fatebinder, may the fires of your forge never cool. She salutes you. I had hoped our paths would cross. Oh. Allow me this opportunity to thank you for your aid at the crossing those years back, dispatching the chorus to cull what they could of the scourges was a blisteringly good idea. It's funny that since they're dealing with forges, their vocabulary is heat punned. What can the Servant of the Flame do for you? Why are you here, basically? What an odd question, Fatebinder. When you showed up in the forge, I thought you had been sent to check up on me, as my mission came directly from Tunan. Shouldn't you already know? No, actually, because we don't know everything that Tunan knows. I was asked with creating an artifact to protect the Forgebound from the Bane. We have been delayed too often and lost too many of our own, so it was decreed that something must be done. I created the Mage Bane helm to keep the Bane at bay. That's a lot of b-b-b. Mage Bane, keep the Bane at bay. That's funny. Say that 3 times fast. Once the helm is in place, its magic will keep the Bane again locked away inside the old walls. Voice level is lower. I think it's just. This might be sufficient. I don't need to move it digitally. I'm pretty sure this did it. Why did you create a helm? That's a valid question. The Forgebound are crafters of weapon and armor, Fatebinder, not statues and baubles. I make what I know. It is also portable and can be moved easily or used in battle, should its protection be needed elsewhere in the future. For the time being, though, it will remain here, protecting the Forgebound. We have a job to do and cannot do it properly if we are constantly assaulted by outside forces. Yep. Thanks for that, Cesar. So, let's see, by order of Tunan, I'm here to bring order to the tears. True. Reaffirm your loyalty to the court and to Kairos. That's fucking excessive. This is impressive. I could use the talents of Forgebound to supply an army to overthrow Kairos. Would you consider joining us? That's too too much. Things are in general too loud nowadays. I think so. They're I don't think they're too loud, although they may be. I think they're not normalized. They're improperly normalized. People tend to not spend enough time tweaking their audio enough, because there's some channels that I listen to that their shit is too low, and that creates why do the Forgebound stay here if the Bane are such a threat? And why were you asked to create this item? That's good. All Forgebound are masters at the craft, but each also has their special talents. The Mage Bane requires someone whose skills were well above those who haven't been practicing as long as I have. Tunan wanted a masterpiece, so he asked the master. Ooh, spoopy. How did you become master of the Forgebound? I was trained at a young age to be a warrior, but never felt any connection to that life. Except when I was instructed how to repair my equipment. The fire spoke to me. It sang when I stoked it and told me where to swing my hammer to achieve the proper shape. I knew from that first moment that it would be my life. I apprenticed with the Forgebound and focused exclusively on my craft. Soon my skills were superior to everyone else. I took risks with magics no one else dared to touch, and created some of the most powerful artifacts ever to come from the Forgebound. Okay, I'm trying to avoid asking these questions because it's a bit weird. I would find it a bit weird. This forge is in the shadow of the old walls, in an area rich with iron. We have ample supply of raw material and the influence of ancient magics. It's an acceptable risk, and with the helm in place, the Bane will no longer be an issue. It's also the game kind of makes you ask these questions because there's no okay goodbye thing. So let's go with it. This is impressive. I could use the talents of the Forgebound to supply an army to overthrow Kairos. Would you consider joining us? Talk of mutiny from a Fatebinder. I would have thought one so deeply entrenched in Kairos' employ would know better. And as we both currently work for Kairos, it would not be to either of our benefits to speak of such things. I have seen the fruits of such endeavors lining the path of the Archon's camps. I'm also afraid what you propose isn't as easy as you imagine. An artifact of such power can't simply be manufactured. It takes time and effort to make these items. Simple weapons and armor can be produced easily, but we are already providing those for the war. Regardless, protecting the Forgebound is my top priority, and right now that means getting Mage Bane set. Yeah, it's a bit of an odd... It is a bit of an odd question and an odd answer. I would have taken it out. I must place the helmet before I do anything else. The settlers here have created a spot on the 3rd tier for it, and that is where I am headed. Please join me and we will talk further once I know Mage Bane is secure and working properly. While I'm loath to upset Kairos unnecessarily, and I am not convinced outright defiance is the correct solution, you are right in thinking something must be done. It's a bit of a... linguistic mental gymnastics for that dialogue to work. I think it could have just not been there. The sunburnt man dips his head in greeting. An outsider never arrives alone. At least that is what my mother always said. Seems she knew what she was talking about. He nods thoughtfully at his own words. I'm Eldian. Or Eldian. I think Eldian sounds better. Welcome to Lethian's Crossing. Well, if it isn't Tunan's Fatebinder. Welcome back to the crossing. Haven't seen you around here since you put the disfavored in charge of everything. Eldian looks you over. Must say my memory seems to be failing. Something I never thought I'd say, he winks. The way people talk about how you came through and drove the Brotherhood out of town. You should be 10 feet tall and shoot lightning from your eyes. I seem to remember you being a little more human. Can't always tell the content of a pie from its crust though, can you? So this is super important. and super relevant to both the narrative and the world building of Tyranny. Because when he says this, it's basically just feeding into the idea that someone's reputation with the people of a region imbues them with arcane power. I call it arcane power. For instance, who could give the town to the disfavored and then walk in and kill them all? I would. Not that I will miss the rules and schedule, but one has to wonder why you would switch sides so readily. But enough of my prattling. You didn't come here for a history lesson or to get my opinion of your grandeur. The adjudicator sent you for the Arcane of Song, I assume. Wait, what? What can this old fool do for you? What was that about the Arcane of Song? Siren, the songbird. Feels like it's half the town she's been mooning over her has been moving over her in that hovel near the river. It's on the first tier if you want to find her. Feel free to take her with you when you go. He can't see his head slightly banishing his sour expression. But seeing as you're not here for her, what can I do for you? Let's see, what is important? I mean, everything is important, but quick history lesson. I've been here for more of its history than anyone else. How did you build all wall bridges? Lethian was the mastermind of that. She could tie a knot with one hand, one string. I remember watching her draw systems of ropes and knots in the sand, telling me what they would do when built. I thought she was crazy. Says she got the idea for the bridges from seeing galleys pulling out of the water. Okay. Apparently the hardest part was getting the initial climbing team to brave the old walls and set the first ties. But apparently we can pay a man enough rings for him to overcome his fear of old walls predators. Why did you settle here? Necessity. The rope bridges let us cross the old walls. With them, it didn't matter what trade rights we had. We'd be at the crossroads to the northern tiers, an unbeatable location. That's true. An intersection. The siege of Ardent and the Bastard City ended up helping us. All those folks heading to points east, crossed through our little settlement, and many of them decided to stake claim with us. By then, Lethian discovered there was iron in our rivers. She thought it'd make us rich, but it also made us a target. The old walls don't make passage through the area easy, and our bridges cut days to weeks off of a trip. Lethian Crossings is the best bet to get your shipment where it needs to go. Mix a mother load of iron ore into it, and we suddenly had a target painted on us. Who was Lethian? The biggest pain in the ass I ever knew? I suppose I shouldn't talk about my mother like that. Hey, that's fine. She was a mediocre merchant, but a great leader. The war in the Northern Kingdoms cost her a very lucrative trade route up north. But she managed to earn trade stewardships from Kairos. And for a short time, she had the monopoly on grain, salt, and tin here in the tiers. Look, grain, salt, and about tin, but good. What did my grandmother say? Give a blind man time and a pile of rocks and eventually he'll hit a target. Fair enough. Not to say she didn't deserve it, but I think luck played a bigger part in her success than actual talent. But Kairos gives and Kairos takes. The next year, Lethian was stripped of her trade rights. Suddenly she had a large staff but no goods to trade and no means to pay anyone. But she was a stubborn one and knew if she just kept at it, eventually things would turn around for her. She figured the trade goods could come to us. The location was good enough. It's crazy how that would happen. So she decided to concentrate on making an existing local settlement into the center of commerce for the tiers. And by the claws of a beast, she did just that. I thought she was crazy choosing a town nestled up to the old walls, but apparently she knew what she was doing. It wasn't long after that, it was renamed Lethian's Crossing. With the bridges over the old walls, this was the only place to go if you wanted to take weeks off of your trip. Eventually, she hired the Bronze Brotherhood to act as our local guards. We were big enough and had enough commerce to warrant the protection. So basically, Lethian's Crossing is, you know, like the Panama Canal or the Suez Canal in terms of it's a shortcut that reduces trading times. She was your mom? Of course. How did you think I became the reeve of the crossing? It's certainly not my storytelling or charm. I may be the oldest living resident here, but that's certainly not a good enough reason to make someone leader. Though, come to think of it, neither is just being the offspring of the former leader. He laughs. But like it or not, that's how things are. My mother was a wonderful woman. She might not have been the nicest person, and she might have been over fond of Dalians here or there, but who isn't? May her rest be ever free of disturbance. Iron, plain and simple. Now we have the forge bound here. If you're after a drink, better squeeze fruit than a stone. Okay. There was a merchant who tried to peddle iron rocks as magical because they came from the areas near the old walls. One of the people he sold to happened to be a disfavored courier. The courier then showed the rock to a forge-bound master who immediately recognized its potential for making superior weapons. It was brought to Kairos' attention, and soon afterwards soldiers and forge-bound came to Lithian Crossing. They came with such force, our options were to either comply with what they wanted or die. Fair enough. What the Brotherhood want here? Land, breeding stock. They've been here longer than I have, so maybe they consider it home too. But Kairos' purse masters are no longer paying them to fight. And if a mercenary is killing for free, something suspect. In the end, I suppose it doesn't matter. Retomon will never let go. Weird name. He feels he owns this town and he aims to have it be. Yeah. The Bronze Brotherhood is it's an annoying sort of faction to deal with. They were here since the crossing was founded. Lethian herself hired them to protect the settlement when it was just getting started. They did such a good job. Okay. At least until you decided to oust them, yeah. Disfavored. But the sentries keep constant vigil, treat us with respect, politeness even. What of the Earthshakers? A few have passed through the crossing in recent times, all headed south to the Stone Sea. At least that's the word of it. The mages didn't stay for long. And I'm glad they kept on traveling. If some bad man cast a spell that cracked the foundation of the old walls, praise Kairos, it hasn't happened. Again, it's very arguable if even a bunch of basic mages could actually affect the foundations of the old walls or of the spire. What of the forge-bound? They toil away in their forge houses, day in, night out. Kairos' forces keep them well guarded since they know how to work binding ore into weapons harder than stone or bronze. We have delivered food and kindling to the forge houses, but never had much contact with the artisan mages. Where the fuck are we now, buddy? The river is named Portuscor, and it flows down the middle of the settlement. The waterfalls pouring over the old walls are Sunrise and Moonrise. That's funny. The west waterfall is Sunrise because of how the sun hits it in the morning, and Moonrise got its name due to how it glows during a full moon. Ooh. The crossing itself is broken up into districts named after the waterfalls. The west side of the river is Sunset, the other one is Moonrise. Let's see. I'm looting all your shit. Headhunter can be created. Blah, 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 blah. Ah, there's no one else I can talk to here. Okay, cool. Let's go see the Mage Bane get placed, and I cannot remember if there's an encounter, but it probably should be one. Should be there. It is done. Good, good. Now the people of Lithian's Crossing have one less thing they must worry about. Fatebinder, will you go inside and see what effect the helm is having on the Bane? Oh, defo, bro. It is the keystone to enter the old walls. The entrance is directly below us. And good luck. Thank you. Yes. Right. Let us visit the old walls. Yeah, well, Cesar, it's there's phases and there's times and times. Hey, look at this cat. I am playing it on hard, so if and when combat happens, it maybe reloading is gonna happen. The Bane have escaped. Troubles. Kill the Bane. Okay, Lantry is gonna be in trouble. Hopefully. Let's see. Okay, they do not like getting punched. That's good. My keyboard, yeah, it's well, I don't think they make it anymore. It's a Rocat Vulcan, and it has like I think they're called linear switch keys or some shit. But yeah. I don't know if it's necessarily fancy. It has nice RGB coloring on it and whatnot. Let's see.
On it.
Oh, they're doing pretty well for now.
I'll tear your skeleton out by your ass.
On it. Will do.
Let's see, anything else we can do around here? The door cannot be moved by hand, and it will easily resist any any effort to force it open. You notice a small receptacle carved into one of the panels adorning this door, though nothing in the chamber looks like it would fit. Okay. Let's talk with Zenu. One of the coolest things this keyboard has is that it has a volume knob on it. So that's kind of makes adjusting global volume easier. Oh, well. The helmet is gone. Did anyone pick it up and mistake it for an ordinary cupid? No, Rataman took it because he's a dick. Bruiser. A soldier sees you emerging from the walls and approaches, calling out to him. Thank you, Fatebinder. By eliminating all of Kairos' forces, you've made it all the easier for us to take what we want. Fucking idiot. Are you responsible for taking the helm? Retomon was already planning on raiding Lethian's Crossing to kill Kairos' men. When we heard news of the Master's arrival, he took it as a sign to act. The helmet is an extra prize. While I'm sad I won't get the pleasure of seeing them suffer, you did us a service by eliminating them. Intimidate/attack. If you want to leave this town alive, go now. I'm going to eliminate all of you. You would really do that? Retamon said you wouldn't dare attack us. You'll probably win this fight. I'm out of here. Yeah. Dick. Of course, what Retamon doesn't know is that I want to take over. So...
Right.
A couple of encounters here. 3. I'm gonna have 3 fights. Let's see.
It's a battle!
Only 2 of you? Not enough. Not enough, bichachos. Light my fire. No, really? Take it back, bitch.
Right. Yes.
You didn't see nothing.
Heads up, we have company.
What's the... oh, left alt. Okay. Let's see, any spellcasters? Not really. Ooh, I love the palm strike. First, no, just stay at range, lady. Jesus. No, not that, not that. This. Oh, that's still on cooldown. That's fine.
Wait my signal.
I hate when that happens. Stop walking around like idiots. Oh my god. What the fuck are you doing, bro?
We should try that again. On it. Take
Oh
that.
my god. Jesus fucking Christ. I swear these problems happen only on hard difficulty.
Consider it done. Back here.
Wake me up when it's over.
Oh, damn it.
On it. I got it.
There we go. Doing his second win thing. That should work.
Words would cause more harm than this useless weapon.
This is an odd convention of the game because it will allow you to rest basically in not in mid combat, but you know, in what's supposed to be
Will do.
a bit more tense sort of thing. But you know, although I don't know, maybe if you play Path of the Damned or whatever the other
Quiet down.
difficulty levels, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Let's see what we have here. Raider, Ring Dropper, Cheratha. Shit. God damn it. Ah, fuck it. Flame on. Okay, slight. Might need some potions on this one.
Will do.
I will aid you. Are you afraid of death, worm?
Oh my god. This is another problem with making games that aren't turn-based. This shit. Because you have to disengage so that your idiots don't stop running around like idiots.
Will do.
And when you play the game on normal, these issues don't really exist. I mean, they exist, but they don't affect you as much. But on hard, they are very annoying and very life or death.
Back here.
It'll take more than that.
At once.
Oh, look at that look at that pause. GB 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 GB. We still have some 2 targets.
Right.
Send them at me in waves.
Fuck you. Let's see. Soul punch. Ooh. God damn, I love that ability so much.
Pity you won't enjoy this as much as I do.
Sorry, I can't. Can't do that. Can't do that. Got it.
My guy.
Take that.
Are you hitting? Hit her, please. Thank you.
Damn my eyes.
Right.
Ooh. Love that shit. Oh, that was a clean uppercut. Nice. Yeah, Gorky 17. Polish game, I think.
Right.
Well, recently they announced that they're gonna release a beta version of Pillars of Eternity with turn-based combat. Which, look, normally I would play Pillars of Eternity. Unfortunately, it's too new of a game for my channel. But with that turn-based thingy, I could.
Send me your
I
champion.
could stream it. Ooh, ouch! That was quite a bit of damage, yo. Make it harder for him to hit.
I'm on it.
Oh. I created that spell so that it's super annoying because it freezes you in place and also applies mage fire. So you're both frozen and on magical fire at the same time.
You won't get away that.
The one thing the game is missing is like if you're frozen and get killed, so you could smash like in Path of Exile 2.
I got it.
Okay, let's. Wait, wasn't the.
Sorry, I can't.
Yeah, but I'm not seeing her on the map. Okay, maybe I need to walk around a bit. this asshat. Makes a mocking bow to you. Thank you, Fatebinder. You provided a better distraction than I could have hoped. It was all I needed to retrieve what I came for. Throw a rock. Before that one can move, you scoop a rock from the ground and throw it at him. He tries to duck but isn't fast enough and the stone hits him right in the temple. He rocks back momentarily, a large gash appearing on his head. He opens his mouth to speak, thinks better of it, and runs away to the south. Fuck you. That's funny, no? When all else fails, throw some rocks. Oh, that's what that
Can't do
is.
that.
Ah, whoa. Look who's here, but just a bit too late, aren't you? Retobon laughs. He holds a rope. The end of it is Dania. Okay, yeah. Now that I have the Mage Bane and the Forge-bound Master, nothing can stop me from unleashing the Bane on Lithian's Crossing. Whoa, what a villain asshole. Zdenia growls and takes a step toward Retobon, who jumps back and puts up his hands in front of him. You can see the image here. You notice one of his eyes is black and his nose is bleeding in addition to the welt you caused on his temple with the rock. So Zdenia, I think, head-butted the motherfucker. You motherless cur, spits at him. Her clothes are splattered in blood and she works her hands, fighting against the bonds holding her. As soon as I free myself, and make no mistake, I will free myself, your blood will join your underlings on my armor. It'll take more than a hammer to my head to take me down. Holy shit, okay. Coward, using your men as a distraction. You know you're no match for me. With the Bane free, I will drive out the invaders that think this is their home and prove that the Bronze Brotherhood... Yeah, insane. Insane villain. Mild problem. Where's all my guys? Ah, shit.
Can't do that.
Just point me in the right direction.
Okay, now. Let's see. Anything? Yeah, the thing is, the Bronze Brotherhood fighters, not a lot of no real spellcasters in the bunch.
You got it.
Okay. Don't. Good. Ooh, what's this? Oh, nice. Good call, Lantry, my guy. Oh, I have Fireball. I have not used Fireball. Ooh, I need to start some fights with a Fireball. That one has AoE, and I think it's the splash damage affects. Strikes the target with a bolt of flame, dealing fire damage to them and any nearby enemies. Okay, it might not affect. It may not have friendly fire.
I will aid you.
Will do.
Ooh. Oh, you know what? Actually, he has a big potion. Let's see. Let's test the fireball. Fireball!
On it.
Good, Anthony. Oh, pretty nice. Not as explosive.
On it.
Okay, now can heal this.
I'll take care. I'll take care.
That was beneath me.
Oh, that was a crit.
This weapon is entirely worthless.
The fuck are you doing, Barrack?
I will aid. My armor is dented. Let me repair.
There we go. Oh, wait. This guy's out of health potions. I've been sort of managing to not get hit that much this time around, so...
On it.
Yeah, where is El Diando? Ah. Fatebinder, come in. I was just told the news that the Magebane helm has disappeared. This is terrible. What happened just now? I heard fighting out there. Are there more of them? Retomon stole the Magebane and captured Zdenia. I was just beginning to believe we were finally safe. But a celebration planned before its time will no doubt become a wake. And without Zdenia, there's no chance of getting another helm. The Bronze Brotherhood has a camp near the old walls at Twin Rivers and use Deserter's March as a travel route. Either one of those places would be a good place to start looking for Retomon. Okay. What can you tell me? Empty, desolate, swampy. People don't normally go there, okay. There's another entrance to the old walls there, and I know the Brotherhood used the area as an outside base of operations. There's even rumors that they have been exploring the old walls. If that's true, Retomon is even more insane than people have been letting on. I hate to add a request upon a request, Fatebinder, but I would ask you one more thing. The reason that it was horrific, and there are a lot of folks that are in a bit of a trouble now. Lohara lost some of her men in the attack. She was stretched thin before it all. Some townsmen have also gone missing. I know that your assistance could be of use to all of them. So if it won't be too much trouble, please ask the townsfolk if they need your help. Okay. At the risk of sounding like Lord I told you so, Archon of the Obvious, why in Kairos' name was the long-term plan? They just leave the Magebane sitting out in the open? Unless they were willing to commit armed guards day and night, it's just asking for someone to steal it. The safety of this settlement is all that matters to me. I hope we're of similar minds on this, Fatebinder. Since you're clearly capable of handling threats, otherworldly or not, I'll see to it that they always remain open to you. The passageway leading to the base of the spire will be unsealed upon your return. If accessing it can help you in any way, please use it. I've already taken the spire. I know we're asking a lot, Fatebinder. If there's anything I can do to help you, just ask. No, there's nothing super interesting there. Merchant Helena. Oh, okay. About Deus Ex the Classic being remade? I don't know. I haven't heard anything. It's possible, but it may also have just been a rumor. But maybe, I don't know. It doesn't sound like something I've seen, but that doesn't mean it is or it isn't. Okay, finally, easy there. I don't have that much. I don't have. Oh, actually, I need to get. Yep. First, better armor. Let's talk to the people randomly first, see if we got other quests, which we may be able to do on our way. Nope. Oh, actually. Faithbinder, I need your help. It's terrible. My wife is dead. Poor Fedra. She was slain by the Bronze Brotherhood. This cannot be allowed to stand. I demand Faithbinder justice. I can find her killer, but how do you know it was the Brotherhood? The necklace. She was wearing the necklace I gave her when he was a younger man. Sandro. He struck her head and took the necklace. I was paralyzed. I froze and just watched. Bearing false witness can lead to even more murder. Are you sure it was Sandro and not some other Brotherhood mercenary? Of course, I'm sure. I would recognize Sandro anywhere. He and Fedra were friends once. They had a falling out years ago over some trivial matter. He was still angry about it. I think he took the necklace. Interesting. Yeah, the Gothic remake has been in the works for many years by now, and I don't know what's I don't know where that is in terms of development. I've only played a little bit of Gothic, so I don't have that big of an awareness of what it is and what it wasn't. But my buddy Unicom did play it a lot, and I remember he wasn't super impressed by the demo, but the demo was the demo for the remake, but that was like some years ago, so I don't know about that. Again, in terms of new games, I've been kind of disconnected, and I have disconnected myself from any new games for the past several years. I only really play old games now. If you look at my channel, that's what interests me now. That's what I'm working to document and preserve: old games, and also talk about, you know, gaming and piracy subculture in Eastern Europe now and again, around PC gaming and such. So that's kind of like new games, not really. The only new thing I'm playing is Path of Exile 2, and I'm just playing that as for fun relaxation. And occasionally on stream, I have streamed the Heroes Olden era demo, because I just did a bunch of Heroes videos, and Dorf Romantic, and that's it. Otherwise, it's all retro, man. If it's newer than 2010, I'm not gonna look at it. It's unlikely for me to look at it. Mainly is what I'm saying. If you're a named character, yeah. Greetings, Fayebinder. I understand that you helped us out when the Brotherhood attacked. Now that things have calmed down, I was wondering if you could help me. My sister Kalea disappeared when the Brotherhood showed up, and I haven't seen her since. She seemed to have this idea that Lithianism would do better in the hands of the Brotherhood. I've tried to persuade her otherwise, but she won't listen. Knowing her, she was probably looking for a way to join the Brotherhood as soon as they arrived. People are saying they were headed towards Deserter's March when they ran off. Will you look for her? I have no means of doing it myself. I'm not a fighter and I have no skills in confrontation.
Sorry, I can't.
Melita just doesn't give a shit about anything. You know, good day to you, motherfucker. And I'm like, okay, shit. Anything else? Good day. Oh, show me your wells. Everyone has. There's all kinds of wares around here. Okay. Ooh. That's pretty nice. Do you overlook the newer ones because they don't have the same feel as the retro ones, or is it because you want to keep the channel in this niche? Mainly because this is where my interests are right now, and this is where my interests have reached for like 2, 3, maybe actually more years than that.
I got it.
Up until like 2 or 3 years ago, I was mainly like for the longest time my channel was exclusively indie games, by the way.
Right.
So I consider I've paid my dues and I've done all that I could do for indie games, and for the past several years I've just been so much more interested in exploring and re-exploring and reanalyzing and recontextualizing my own personal history within the context of gaming and games in general, PC gaming especially, from a much more holistic standpoint. You know, I'm looking at society and culture and and tech, of course, and a bunch of other things. And actually, I'm working on. I've written a short video in which I'm combining those things, which I hope to have done and release it by sometime mid-December, and that will be my last video of the year, where I use this very holistic, historical, both personal and objective look at history and gaming. But yeah, if you're subscribed, you'll want to see that one. Hey, Skorlobuka, welcome. I don't think I've seen you on any stream or on my channel. Yeah, as is the case with a lot of other creative endeavors, once something gets popular enough, financial interests sort of start to unfortunately take over. And yeah, it's always been a business, but you know, in the past 10-15 years or so, it's become so much more than it's become a massive industry. And unfortunately, as it is with most other things through history, like the mainstream stuff, whether we're talking, you know, movies, music, books, yeah, why not? Most of it, mainstream stuff, is mainstream. Is just like for the widest possible audience, and it's kind of bland in general. Now, in all those sort of domains, you will still find, you know, indies and underground stuff and underappreciated, underrated stuff. So the passion drive, the passion driver still exists somewhere, but it's just so much harder to find, paradoxically enough. Although, you know, internet, it should be easier. It technically is, but it practically isn't, because you're drowned out by the mainstream stuff. Oh, you don't have to search it, you just have to wait for it. And again, if you're subscribed and have notification, you should... why is... Let's go here, I guess. In the notification, you'll see it. Ambush! Your journey is interrupted by a pair of howls of hunting pack of beastmen. Their leader is an impressive specimen. Her mane black as night and her body scarred from battle. Basically, no one's watching this anyway. So the video is basically, the idea of the video is that Fallout, the original Fallout, is basically 1990s Eastern Europe. That's the idea. Skills in shadow.
Know this scent. Stench of blood, sweat, battle, iron and death. Smells like alpha. Smells of strength. But is male. Have been stalking human centrail. Have ranged many more than 5 nights through tribe and human territories of Tyr's land, hunting for human called Fate Binder, for human who woke Horizon Rock called Mountain Spire. Have hunted hot high, cold low, wet dry, traipsed far until paws bled, but always human who smelled of alpha, evaded beast woman. Had to slink through shadows, fast, fast, quick, without rest to catch delicious prey at last.
Oh, we got the sound effect.
Well,
Oh, it's a good thing you hit verse. This may be problematic.
I will aid you.
Count on it.
Negative.
Shit. Hey, welcome, new peeps. if you're around here for a bit, say hi, please. I'm in a bit of a bind. Heyo.
On it.
Okay.
Before me!
Yeah, they look like behemoths a bit. Yeah, they're the beast folk. They're like an older, basically the only non-human race species in this world, as far as we know.
Dime stocks.
On it.
Wait my signal.
I can do the rooted shit as well.
Let's do it, you and me!
Check this out. Those are special abilities you can do with your companions. You just got silence, bro. Can't cast spells.
Seeing an awful lot of red.
Oh, yeah, you do. There we go. Okay, we did it. We managed. You were saying, I believe you were going to mangle me, correct?
Yield, yield, yield! Kills in shadow yields to Fatebinder. No human called Fatebinder. Kairos breeds words on paper. Fatebinder binds words to earth and sky. Makes ground tremble. Makes night cry, blood and fire. Human is not first Fatebinder. Kills in shadow has hunted.
Ooh.
Tribes of Kairos fear Fatebinder. Human Alpha claimed Horizon Rock called Spire, and Archons did not kill Fatebinder. Archons rolled over and whined, covetous. Kairos hunts human realms to extinction. Rules tribe of blood and ruin, starvation and death. Seeks to slaughter beast women like prey. But beast women are not prey. Are not flighty, feeble-minded humans. Beast women are savage hunters. Bred to fight Kirut, like Fatebinder who smells of alpha. Strong always kill weak, then grow weak. Or killed is migration of life. But kills in shadow is not weak now. Will not be weak for many long seasons. Will join Fatebinder and survive Kairos' tribe. Enemy? No enemy. Only competition. Only strong tribes and weak tribes. Only win or die, adapt to survive. Kills in shadow is not beta. But even alphas submit to stronger-willed primas. Many packs make a tribe. Is this not a thought humans also understand? Beast Woman will follow Fatebinder. Will not dominate. Unless Fatebinder begins to smell weak. Kills in shadow will not shelter stone whelps anymore. Scamper and flee! Do not want to to see shadows lurking, stalking behind. Barb cleft his leader now. Will not like if Kills and Shadow catches sight or scent of stone mongrels again.
I could take, yeah,
Goodbye to you too.
let's see how Kills in Shadow does.
I got it.
Let's see what Kills in Shadow does. She is, well, she's melee, obviously. So from stealth, pounce on nearby enemy. Okay, that's cute. Dual claw. While low on health, attacks twice. Has roar at targets in a cone. Frightening. Okay, that's a frightening ability. That's nice. Improves unarmed damage. Adds armor penetration. Swipe at enemies in range. Damaging and interrupting. Oh, it has an interrupt as well. Grants both. Okay, we'll see about that. So I was just listening to the dialogue, which is great. The dialogue is great, by the way. And I remember that when I was a kid, I was creating a self-dialogue as well. You mean a narration. 1/3 that of the game, and I would and 2/3 in addition. Like not. Like adding your own stuff and improvising, basically. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's actually sometimes an issue when if and when you start playing tabletop RPGs with people who have only played video game RPGs. And this has happened to me when I was running D&D a long time ago with a bunch of my friends, and all of us had only played computer games. And at a certain point, they get somewhere and they're talking to an NPC, and they're like just silent for a while, and one of them says, "Can we get dialogue options?" And I'm like, "No, the fuck you can't. This is not, we're not doing that. This is like, you just make some shit up." That's the purpose of it. It's like it's a collaborative storytelling exercise.
You learn something every day.
Coward's contingency. 50% more movement when has wounds. Look. But less armor, less pierce. Yeah. No. Oh, and she can't do. She can eat the raw meat. Okay, that's good. And can only wear these things. Fair enough. She may need potions. She can also use these thingies, actually. This is good food. Just put that there.
Interesting.
Oh, I actually leveled as well. Let's give this a try. Let's see. So I need 6 talents to get Unarmed Mastery 2, and I only have 5 for now, so I will need to invest in it some more. This is important because I'm making an unarmed build. lately, and when I say lately, I mean like for the past year or so, I've been super fascinated about the idea of playing like monk type classes or characters. And when I started playing Neverwinter Nights, because I had meant like at the start of the year, I started playing that because I meant by the end of this year, I had meant to do a deep dive into Neverwinter Nights, but that plans have changed in the meanwhile. So, but in that one, I made a monk dwarf because I find it super fast. I find the idea of having a monk with a low center of gravity very important, very interesting. I find it. So I've made a monk in that. I've been playing my second character in Path of Exile 2 was a monk, and I've had quite a bunch of fun with that one. So might as well, I'm trying to make unarmed builds in everything I play currently. I try to do that in the tabletop game I'm playing, but the rolls weren't there. But here, unarmed motherfuckers, it's fun. I'm enjoying unarmed builds tremendously. Now let's see, leadership. What can we do in leadership? I mean, it would be I do need unarmed mastery as fast as possible, so it makes most sense to invest in here so that next level I can take unarmed mastery 3. But will of command, refuse pain. Yeah, let's look at this and see what else, how else I can improve my fists or palms. Depends. So cleave, no, not so much. Sunder could work. This is an aggressive stance that focuses on powerful strikes that penetrate a foe's armor. I've actually chosen to do rapid strikes more than I want to hit often and ideally crit more if possible. Concentrated force, this needs Sunder, so no. Two-handed mastery, no. Massive blow, moderately increases crit hit damage. Yes, but not crit hit chance. I would like crit hit chance. Yeah, we'll see. And head strike, deliver a powerful blow to the target's head, stunning them. This is nice, but again, I would like to get crit hits, more crits. So I think I'm gonna take massive blow. Let's look at agility. Maybe agility can give us something. Adds bonus to accuracy and damage to attacks made from stealth. When superior dodge with parry will defend. Yeah, that's also kind of useful, but not right now. Yeah, we'll do. I'll take massive blow so that next level I can do unarmed mastery 3. Let's see what happens here. Nothing there. Nothing there. I don't know why. Lantry is at 100 lore skill. Do I need? I don't think I need to. Oh, I got rooted affliction, I guess. I think it was the same. I don't have that. I don't have that yet. Doesn't matter. It's fine. I don't need to faff around. Let's see. Traitors. So Retoban says anyway. Not my place to ask questions. Executed Brotherhood soldiers have been lined up here along with small pile of gear, satchels and rings. By the what? And apparently I can loot them. Mysterious missive. R. Suspicious. Cannot deliver reports. Come to the march in a fortnight. Look for rusted blade and shield. Okay. Huh.
Found something.
This favors scouts such as these are not uncommon sight in the Desert of March. These two are likely attempted to observe the Brotherhood camp below. Okay. Crude map. All kinds of interesting stuff. So I drew a crude map depicting Deserter's March and other nearby wilderness areas. Multiple lines and connection points likely indicate patrols and fortified positions. The sheer number of them suggests that Kairos' forces are making aggressive attempts to control the region surrounding Lithian's crossing. Okay. I think Raider, Mirek, Bruiser. I think we may have a fight on our hands here. We'll see. No one has wounds, so we're good.
I'll do
Easy,
it for
buddy.
the north.
She doesn't have a stance, but so there's a primal scream. That is a terror, basically. Cone attack. Stampede kills in shadow and the Fatebinder both instantly dash to a target and attack. The Fatebinder's attack stuns the target and any enemy nearby. Nice. While kills in shadow inflicts a powerful bleed effect. Oh, that's an interesting ability.
See that?
Oh, see, I think this is the deer.
Huh.
Yes. This bundle of pages, clearly hidden within a rocky crevice at Deserter's Marsh, contains a meticulous set of reports meant to be delivered to someone named HB. Probably our bronze, our something bronze merchant. The letters record detailed observation of Brotherhood operations starting a few span back. The author appears to have infiltrated the mercenary gang and spent most of his time helping the Brotherhood establish a base of operations near Twin Rivers. I wonder if Twin Rivers is a reference to Twin Peaks, like a tribute type of thing. The spy was able to observe Retomon on a number of occasions and notes that the leader has been growing increasingly comfortable in the strange environment and unafraid of disturbing the arcane ruins. In another letter, the agent notes that several sages were brought to Retomon, likely unwillingly, in an effort to unravel some of the mysteries of the old walls. As the leader grew more brazen, he also became more paranoid, accusing Brotherhood soldiers of betrayal. The last letter appears to have been written in haste, the ink smeared in a number of spots. Had to leave, lifted sage notes and magic scrolls to set back enemy plans. R is likely greater threat than thought. Joined wilderness patrols, but absence from old walls will be noticed. Documents hidden, sewn in tunic. Route will intersect with Iron Veil. Look for brother with copper nose ring and scar on left jaw. That's interesting. I can look at maybe I should look at this motherfucker is phasing out of existence. Maybe I should look at the body again. Oh, Kalea. What in Kairos' bloated bladder do you want? What are you doing here in Deserted March anyway? To join the Brotherhood of Bronze. I'm guessing you didn't see what the Brotherhood leader did in Lithian's Crossing. He probably did what no one else was willing to do. Stand up to Kairos' soldiers. Retamon is a good man. He would only do... yeah, sure. Retamon is not what you think he is. And what exactly do you think I think he is, Mr. Expert? He's a coward, a thief, and a murderer. You used to know Retomon? A long time ago, before Kairos' armies came. He hung out with my brother often, so we spent a lot of time together. My brother was much happier when Retomon was around. Back then, he didn't spend so much time worrying about me and how I tried to live my life. I just want Callian to have the happiness again. If Callian and Retomon can become friends again, my brother will leave me alone. Then I'll be free to explore the tiers. You're joining the Brotherhood so you can repair the friendship between your brother and Retomon? Essentially, yes. I want to make Callian happy so that I can be happy. I want to explore the tiers. I've spent my entire life, blah, 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 blah. Run away. I'll tell him you died, so he won't come looking for you. I don't like the idea of my brother thinking I'm dead, but I do really want to get out on my own. It'll hurt Callian, but I'll finally be free. Okay, let's do it. Tell my brother I was killed by some bane or something. I'm going to go explore the tiers. Yeah, okay, go do that, crazy. I know it's one of those cowards. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's see if this is a fight encounter or not. Oh, it's two groups. Retamon is a murderer, a thief, and a coward. I just said that, didn't I? Death is inevitable, but slaughtering innocent settlers, they were regrettable but necessary deaths. Retamon needs the helmet if you went to keep her. Necessary. You hear what you're saying? That was a slaughter. Have everyone lower their weapons, and I will have them do the same. Fatebinder, I implore you to help us. I want to avoid more bloodshed, if at all possible. In light of Retamon's action forcing your hand, we will overlook all the Brotherhood blood on your sword. Well, it is what it is, buddy. Why does he want the Forge-bound master? If I only knew, I might have been able to prevent this. He's been increasingly unstable since Kairos' force I took. Okay. Perhaps he means to better arm the Brotherhood. We can always use quality weapons, so getting a hold of Forge-bound, yeah, that's not it. I've been stationed in Deserter's March for some time now, and I've seen a growing number of Kairos' men in the area. Something is going to happen, and it's going to happen soon. I was reporting every sighting to Retamon, telling him it was no longer safe to stay here with all the disfavored around, but he wouldn't hear leaving. It's only a matter of time before they show up in force and kill all of us. Yeah, that's kind of true. The last time I heard anything from him was talking about taking extreme measures to keep... with the theft of the Mage Bane helmet, I think Retamon is planning on using the Bane. I don't know how, and I'm terrified to see that he... Yeah, okay. Okay, let's be good with this motherfucker. Retamon doesn't trust you, Fatebinder. Why should I listen to anything you have to say? Because we can find a peaceful solution to this problem. If that were possible, Retamon would already have found a way, but you're welcome to try, no matter how futile the effort. I like how this... Oh my god, I accidentally clicked load. Quick load.
Right.
It's a good thing I saved just before this. I was gonna say, I like, it's interesting how these assholes think that, like, dude, you're not only talking to a judge when you talk to the Fatebinder. You're talking to, like I like to say, to fantasy Judge Dredd. You don't just not talk to fantasy Judge Dredd. Why did he take it? I don't know. I don't know, that guy just do. If you need to know why he wanted it, he doesn't want to talk. Okay. How can you follow a man who kills his own men so indiscriminately? They must have been traitors to the brother. Merrick says this more to himself than to anyone. Otherwise, Retomon wouldn't have killed them. That has to be the reason. See, this is why I like to play a lore character, but you know. Retamon invaded Lithians Crossing and attacked everyone, including his own men. When in the middle of the war, Fatebinder people die. Perhaps they betrayed him, perhaps they tried to mutiny. We don't know his true motivations. They must have been traitors again, this thing. Oh yes, he thinks he's a good leader. I know everything he does will be good for everyone. We must have to trust him. We just have to trust him. Attack. Violence seems to be the only way to get through to these people. Mirek, think about what it used to mean to be a brother and what the brotherhood used to be. The Retaman we knew would never do these horrible things to his own men. You will die if you keep with him. But he has never led us wrong, Locke. Don't you remember? Nothing could stop us. No one could hold us back. What happened? No. Retaman may have his flaws, but I am a failure as a soldier if I don't follow my leader regardless of his shortcomings. Sorry, brother, but the price of betrayal is death. Well, your death, bro.
Take that! Take me if you can!
Back here.
Oh, it's just this guy left? Jesus, how much life did this fucker have? Look at that insane sausage of damage, and he's still up. Not for long. I had hoped to avoid bloodshed. He didn't need to die, but there was no other way this could have ended. Old Walls Keystone. That's one of the keystones Retomon used to enter the Old Walls at Twin Rivers. If Mirek has a keystone, Retomon must be there. Fair enough.
No, sorry.
Right.
And what do we have here? Are we gonna just catch fish? Dive in the pond? Oh. He's a spy. Lightning spell. Bronze. Nah, it's not that good. Oh, wait, maybe. Hey, more deflection, more precision. It doesn't need the DPS, but deflection and precision might help actually. Okay.
On it.
No, what the?
As you command.
I got it.
I just last night I
Right.
realized that my guy's costume colors make him look a little bit like Aquaman. The path ahead winds through a patch of twisted oaks. Dry foliage crunches underfoot, and the hymns of insects score the day and night alike. The mingled scents of dill, wheat, and algae sour the air. Barely audible over the crunching, you hear a creaking sound, like tightening rope, as the leaf-carpeted soil begins to shift around your feet. Trap. Leave for safety. Hey! Like a storm of whips, a half-dozen green tendrils erupt from the ground. They lash wildly at the air, and the two nearest manage to slap against your thighs and calves, biting through your exposed flesh. You pull your limbs free and roll away from the thrashing vines. Oh. You've heard tale of many carnivorous plants that exist across Terratus, but nothing that helps you identify or kill this one. You a heaviness slowly builds in your limbs and your vision begins to blur. Oh, I'm poisoned. The vines continue to thrash, grasping wildly for you. Your vision blurs slightly, numbness seeping into your limbs. Your arms hang at your sides, heavy and awkward. In the flurry of motion, you spot an eye in the verdant storm, a central stalk standing still among the lashing whips. Attack. Your assault on the heart of the plant earns you a few more welts from the slashing thorns, but you manage to split the stalk down its center. Viscous sap oozes from the twitching creature, and a tangy copper scent lurks in the air. The spasming vines thrash their last and then go limp. Blech. You collect some of the sap and shaving from the vines. Certain such things can be of use in an apothecary. With sensations slowly returning to your limbs, you continue towards your destination. Oh yeah, it's fair enough. Exhaustion. And lacerations. Again, it's a not gaming convention that it allows you to save like that, but still. I will be back. I'm just taking a quick break, but I'll be back. Hey, good for you, Cesar. I hope if you're still listening, thanks for stopping by. Have a nice evening. Okay, give me a sec. Let me check my. Yeah. Very good. Brother Chelus. Help before they kill us all. Flash with two arms. Calm yourself and explain. The scourges. Ah, okay. They swarmed us from every direction. There was a firefight. They were shooting in all directions. The first brother, Retomon, he entered the old world, and shortly after the Bane swarmed us. Oh no, you dumb sucks. We've been cut off from the base camp. Welby tried to maintain some sense of order, but after Retomon vanished and the Scourge appeared, the doors of the old world still shut. See you, Cesar. The display of cowardice is shaming you and embarrassing me. Get out of here before I feed you to the creatures you so fear.
I got it.
Let's see. Okay. Actually, let's start strong.
Shadow, strike swiftly.
Those are immune to bleeding. That's fine.
New tent! Come and face my eye!
Good. Now, where the fuck am I? There. Hit that motherfucker. They're immune to bleeding, so that ability doesn't make sense. See? We have time. Come on, Barry. Good.
Nothing.
Okay, what else? We got one. We got a Raider, we got a Bane, and a Wisp. Oh, I think we're good.
Pray it's hot.
Oh no, I don't need it.
We should try it. Right.
Okay. I don't need to use any of those because the fight is almost done. And I got enough
I will aid you.
life in my troops. Okay, maybe I spoke too soon about Lantry. God damn it. essence. +6 arcane armor, still look
Right. Can't do that.
Ooh, Tangleroot Braid regenerating. Let's see what that does, because Kills in Shadow can only wear those things, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Health every 6 seconds. And this one does health every 6 seconds. Okay. You can definitely use that. Let's see what else. There's probably a couple more encounters here. Seems to be a bridge of sorts there.
Can't do that.
Okay. Athletics, the river is relatively shallow here and looks like can be 7. Okay. Old walls. Ooh, that's nice. Imposing wall looms over the rivers, stretching up.
More tallies to the body count.
Shit. I did not see this coming, literally. Okay. Okay, let's do this now. Let's do this. Come on, Barrick. Do it, buddy. Wonderful. Them being petrified, I can cast stuff without issues.
Take that!
Shit. I didn't last long, but shit.
Cannot. No.
Let's see, one of these. Maybe I can take that one down. Oh, I can
Right.
have 2 down.
Don't know my own strength.
Okay. Crazy Shadow doesn't have enough armor, I'm noticing. She's a good fighter, but she's surprisingly squishy, which is not a good thing. It's not a good thing because I can't give her better armor.
Prey hits hard.
Bit too hard, apparently.
I will aid you.
Yeah, I really need a magic weapon for Barrack and not the two-handed one. Although, 1, 2, 3, have a bit too many enemies now for the magic weapon.
Right.
Wonderful. Ooh, greasy hide boots. That might be useful. Let's see. No, not those. These. More deflection and +3 to disengagement defense. Makes sense. And they have +20 to max health. Yes. Yes. Thank you, please. Shit. 502 +3. 502 +6. Can't give them to him. Can't give them. Yeah, sure. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Everything else here we sell. We need no potions, no nothing. Okay. The Banus is nothing. I can use that, but whatever. Yeah, you know what? I think she needs the shroom. Mm-hmm. Which one was the resolve? Okay, resolve is this. Endurance. It's kind of like endurance, constitution type things. Quick snooze in the middle of a battlefield.
Right.
It's fair enough, I guess. Ooh, oh, it's two-handed again.
Found something.
Ah, a bit late.
Huh.
There we go.
What? No!
Fucking hell. Oh, it killed me. Jesus. Fucking hell. Oh, we can go up there. Wait, we have a bunch of health. Vitality and might for 300 seconds. That's quite the thing. Now it's one-handed, unfortunately. See, it's actually one-handed weapons. It will be nice to be for it to be unarmed. Stand back, I'm armed. Oh, this is Sandro. Leave me be. I'm sick and wish to be left alone. You seem nervous, not ill. Indeed I am. I can't stomach it anymore. I thought I'd get used to seeing people die, but the Brotherhood and their raids, there's just no end in sight. He kicks at the soil, his hands idly playing with his necklace as his feet shuffle. I just want to be away from the folk of the crossing right now. You're somewhat oddly dressed for a Brotherhood mercenary. Oh, this. I'm not actually a Brotherhood soldier. It was the only way I could see to get out of Lithian's crossing alive. Dea was trying to find me. I thought it best to disguise myself as a Brotherhood salesforce to follow them. I found a dead brother and donned some of his armor. I didn't really have time to figure out how to put it all on. I know you killed Dea's wife. What? You must be joking. I would never. His mouth moves, but no words form. It's a lie. His eyes dart about the many directions he could run. Just tell me what you did. Mikaira struck me down if I'm lying. I didn't kill Fedra. She did. It was Dea. You saw Fedra die? Won't be forgetting it no matter how hard I try. It was Dea. I watched her kill her own wife. Take several long breaths, doubling over. It was during that last raid when the brigands attacked. Why would she kill her own wife? How should I know? Dea was never very happy with her, and she wasn't happy that Fedra and I were friends. Fedra never should have married her. I told Fedra it was a bad idea, but she wouldn't listen, and now she's dead. If they were friends, why would she frame you? Because I told her not to dance, she had only... Okay. If you're lying by omission, I'll personally toss you into the dungeon at Bastard City. Please have mercy. You see, Fedra, well, she was Lethian's granddaughter. As Lethian's only known female heir, she inherited the land that Lethian's crossing sits on. But she didn't like to make a fuss about it. She just did what was needed to ensure the future of the town and left it at that. Dea, on the other hand, wanted more. I think she taxed the merchants till near the breaking point if she was able. So she married Fedra for her land? Essentially, yes. I don't think Dea ever loved Fedra. She always had other motives. Fedra was head over Kairos in love with Dea. She was charismatic, always knew what to say to Fedra to make her smile. But as soon as Fedra's back was turned, Dea's fangs would start to show, in a manner of speaking, I mean. Why should I believe any of this? I don't have any proof. All I can do is trust that as a fate binder, you know what I am saying is true. Why are you wearing Fedra's necklace? This? It's mine. Fedra bought it for me in Arden 10 years ago. Did Dea tell you this was Fedra's necklace? That's absurd. The necklace is a symbol of the friendship Fedra and I had. Give me the necklace. I wish to fool Dea. She lies about me, so now I should lose my necklace. The one that Fedra gave me. He grabs the turquoise medallion and runs it between his fingers for a long moment. Fine, take it. If it brings Dea to justice, then it's worth the price. Well, now I know their straps. There they are.
Interesting. Interesting.
Oh. It's a lot of pain.
dog new trick.
Yeah, Kills in Shadow is not good, man. I mean, she may be good, but she takes so much damage. I don't know if she takes more damage than Verse, but I think at least Verse I can outfit her with better armor. That why did forgot to use this? Ah shit, I'm gonna die.
On my command.
On your feet, soldier!
Shit. Yeah, I don't think he can take it. He can't. Oh, that shit got healed. Okay, I need to take this big one out first then. The big one is healing the other ones.
On it.
Slow and steady.
Let's see, the wisps are... Okay, so the wisps are immune to lightning damage, but vulnerable to fire. And the Scourge are immune to fire, but vulnerable to ice. Okay. Interesting, very interesting. And this thing is basically to ice. No, resistant to ice. Electricity. I don't have electricity. Yeah, I don't have an electricity. Yeah. A fireball will have to do.
Send them at me in waves!
That was pretty nice. Stalks in shadows can't move around. Oh, she's frightened. God damn it. They're all frightened. Fucking hell. such a horrible place to fight. That was the worst. That didn't work. Because again, when it's not turn-based, you cannot actually understand where you can be and where you can't be.
Will do.
I'm ready to go. Hunt, stalk, prowl.
Well, wake me up before you go.
I'll take care of it. Your days end here!
Can't do that.
Ignore, just attack the big one.
Who says you can't? Teach an old dog new tricks.
Okay, it's I managed to silence it. That's good.
Stop!
It's terrified. Wonderful.
Nothing strike from friendly claws!
Back entry.
Stand in our way.
No, what? So I'm clicking here and he's running this direction. No, what the fuck?
I got it.
God damn it. Stupid ass game. Well, Lanter's gonna die soon, and that's bad. Yeah, Kids in Shadows is
My iron.
not good. I don't know what you have to do to have her as a proper companion. Immune to Terrified, nice. I'm not gonna die now. No, Lantry died before he could cast that. Yeah, see, the thing is casting a heal. Oh my god, this is bad. Okay. Think we need to go get verse. Cause this isn't working. I could try with Barrick.
Sorry, I can't.
Yeah, let's try with Barrick two-handed, but I doubt.
Right.
I just doubt.
Trouble is afoot. Right. on it.
Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks?
I will aid you. Archon!
How the fuck did you die so something, this thing hit him with some shit.
Lend me your strength!
I'm not sure what I'm attacking.
So you can't do that.
So, ice. I don't have ice.
Will do.
Good. Stay.
Consider it done.
Nothing.
Good work.
That one.
Nice, silenced.
I got it.
Okay, so apparently Barrick with the sword actually helped way more. He did die though once, so there's that. Jesus. Ooh, locust token. Oh, this was Kalea's corpse? So she died. Oh, she did actually die.
Can't do that. Can't do that. Interesting.
Ooh, bronze. Iron ingot. I don't have camping supplies left. Shit. Let's save it for later. Flatfoot Ferris. How in the name of my fallen brothers did you get in here? There are other ways past the doors and I know them all. That's quite impressive, but those tricks won't help you here. Tell me what you want or get a gun. I need your help to find Forge-bound Master's Day. You're funny, Fatebinder. Redmond told me you can't be trusted and to keep you from getting through at all costs. So unless you've suddenly changed loyalties and you're planning on swearing fealty to Redmond, you're not getting past me. You're dumbass. Into a strange object with a sigil on it. Calls it a torch key, whatever that means. He also said that torch keys have names. This one is Amith, and Retomon has one called Emir. I have no clue what any of it means, but apparently Retomon does. It's nice you can lie sometimes.
On it. Huh.
Ooh. I have a bunch of stuff. Opportunist. Plus 20% bonus damage on bleeding, burning, dazed, mage fire, hobble, paralyzed, poison, prone, stunned, and sundered enemies. That's really good. Actually. That's really, really good. Finally. Finally, Landry gets some armor. I'm fine. What does Ethereal do? Plus 50% grace deflection. Oh, that's cute. Will defense. Let's give her that for now. Still gonna try with what's her name? Kills in Shadow for a bit, but I don't know.
Have a look here.
Sorry, I can't.
Well, what do we have here?
Ooh. Ah, camping supplies, yes. Anything consumable around here? Nope. The scrolls and hides, I think, if I remember correctly, are useful for later when I make my spire bases. So those we can save. The others I sell. Crystal vehicle isn't responding to the torch keys.
Can't do that.
Oh, there's a room here. Okay. Okay, this needs a different torch key.
Curious.
Keep your filthy hands off me!
Okay. Who has the most subterfuge? I got 62 by now. Oh, I got most. Oh, okay.
Quiet down. Yes.
Yeah, when I take these pain traps will explode probably. Yep. Ah, they don't see me? Okay, that's cool. Not a great fight, but 1-to-1 should be something.
I'm afraid not.
I'm afraid
I'm
not
afraid not.
as well.
Still time. Red with claws. Felt nothing. Felt nothing.
No, concussion is the safest.
Keep your filthy hands off me!
I'm good. Always endures alpha tasks.
Sorry, I can't.
Ooh, Sigil of Terratos. What does that do? Plus 10 control Gravelight. Oh, that will be good for Ebb. But I can't really... I don't know if I can run Ebb. Not really. Because I tried at Ascension Hall and that did not go well. It's a different area here. Yeah. Citren torch key. Torn piece of parchment. This piece of parchment has a crudely drawn raw sigil in the center. Okay. Oh, that helps a lot. Actually, you know what? Could just leave him and get killed.
Don't do that. Take care of it. It'll take for nothing.
At least 2. That's pretty good.
Nothing.
We rather work together to create a slowing aura around the army. Foes within the range of are slowed. When party members move inside your okay, that's cool. Oh, he's dead? Okay, he's dead. One of the best. Whoever you are, thank you. We had better chances when our numbers were greater, but things began to descend once the Bane ambushed us. We entered into the Old Wars with Retomon, but we were quickly separated and our ranks broken by the Bane. Retomon pressed forward, told us to fight back the Bane and regroup once they had been defeated, but they never stopped. Wave after wave for hours. They never stopped. Did Retomon send you to rescue us? He never had any intention of coming back for you. I'm sorry.
Trouble is afoot.
Come back and face me!
Strong strike. Good. Slay.
Stand on my own strength. I got it.
Oh shit, another one.
I am a shield wall unto myself!
On it.
Thankfully the wisps are easy.
hands off me!
I got it.
Combined with the first parchment you found, you can see a crudely drawn raw sigil. In the center, a crudely drawn Tyranny sigil in the upper left-hand corner. Part of a third sigil can be seen in the adjacent corner, but it's obscured by blood. Okay.
Right. Found something. Found something.
Apprentice Garrick.
Interesting.
The bloody Dursmere man cries out when he sees you. Thank the Forge then that you found me. We have to get out of here before the Scourges come back, or the Brotherhood. I'm not sure which scares me more. Slow down, what are you doing here? I was searching the area near the old wall entrance for unique metals or runes I could use in my crafting. I'm trying to advance to the next level of my apprenticeship. Impressing Forge Masters is much harder than it sounds, and Master Lohara is especially demanding. You really need to stand out, and I thought this was my chance. I didn't even know the Bronze Brotherhood were here until some of them showed up. I grabbed the discarded helmet and tried to blend in with them. Their leader thought I was a soldier who got stuck away from his post, so he demanded that I return to my duties. I was so scared, so I followed my orders and went inside. As soon as I could get out of sight, I started running to find a way out. There's supposed to be a path to Lethian's Crossing somewhere, but that could just be a story. Of course, I got turned around and couldn't find my way back. I barricaded myself here to keep away from the Bronze Brotherhood patrols and the Scourges roaming around. If you hadn't showed up, it would have been only a matter of time before someone found me. Don't you know it's illegal to trespass on the old walls? I know this doesn't look good, but I was hoping that someone would look the other way, since I'm doing all for the sake of my work. I'm pretty sure that some of the disfavored garrisons saw me leaving, but no one stopped me. That's as good as permission, right? Decided to do the trial of... Oh, because the Archons... Because the disfavored left him, right? Evidence against disfavored soldiers wanted access to the Twin Rivers Old Walls, yeah. Gary sought knowledge, the garrison looked the other way. Yep.
I got it.
Did I miss something in here? Oh yeah, I did.
Your days
another one.
end here!
Take that!
Use me within 5 fingers.
Back here.
Apparently I missed something there as well, but we'll see. Ah, a rope. Another malice. Woof.
I got it.
There is a trap there. There's, yeah. Oh man, it's a malice with 3 scourges, and if I advance there, there's gonna be another one. 4 scourges. That's a lot. That's not a good. That's not a good. That's not an easy fight, and it's. And I've been streaming for almost 3 hours. And thanks for watching. I've been Steven Hansons. Good luck out there.